Hello guys, welcome back and thank you for subscribing and everyone who has supported my channel. I really appreciate it. Now Sarah Pochin, she said something controversial. She doubled down at first, but now she's been forced to apologise for it. No doubt it's Zia Yusuf at it again, wielding his power at reform members who tell the truth, basically. It's so disappointing. One of the disappointing things I find about reform is Zia Yusuf. So what did she say? Well, she said this.
I think Stuart's absolutely right. Drives me mad when I see adverts full of black people, full of Asian people, full of, people that basically are
What's
anything
wrong
other
with that,
than
Sarah?
white.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it doesn't reflect our society, and I feel that your average white person, average white family is like I agree with you, Stuart, not represented anymore in
There are lots of
TV
white people on
advertising.
television, Sarah, or they're not. There are lots of white people. There are lots of white men. There are lots of white women.
We're talking about adverts, and how
Okay.
many times do you look at a TV advert and you think there's not a single white person on it? And actually, it is. It's something that's happened because I believe of the woke liberati that goes on inside, this sort of like in the arty-farty world, when it comes to, northern towns like Runcorn that I represent, it's just not representative of the rest of the country. Might be fine inside the M25, but it's definitely not representative of the rest of the country. And actually, you know what, I'm hearing this more and more, people notice and people will switch off.
Okay, she said, and I quote, "It drives me crazy when I see adverts full of black people, full of Asian people, full of people that are basically anything other than white," end quote. What did she mean by that? Well, for a start, she didn't say she hated them, so you can drop that out of the equation. Now, whites are currently between 80 and 82% of the British population. And yet, in adverts on telly, when we see companies trying to sell stuff, it's always either a white woman or a white man and a black or an Asian partner with mixed heritage children. Now, that doesn't reflect an 80-odd% majority of the population, does it? You hardly ever see a whole Caucasian, a white family selling a product on the telly. Why is that in a majority white country as well? I thought it'd be common sense to do so. To have a whole white family on telly doesn't mean you hate them at all. But that's what the woke powers that be are insinuating to get away with it. There are companies in Britain currently being exposed, even the Bank of England, by MP Rupert Lowe, for encouraging blacks or Asian only recruits to their businesses. They've banned white people. Why is that? Even the police, now they say they recruit in order to reflect the diverse and multicultural society, but it isn't. It's majority white. But here's a shocking fact that I bet a few of you didn't know. White people, Caucasians, only make up between 7 and 16% of the world population, which is currently around 8 billion. So white people are in the minority. Therefore, according to their ludicrous woke logic, shouldn't white people be all over telly and adverts exclusively? If not, why not? And the woke brigade is at it again. They're piling on Sarah Pochin like a pack of jackals on a lioness. And for what? Because she dared to speak the truth that's burning in the guts of every honest Brit. Now, like I said, Sarah's not raging at diversity. Don't let them twist her words. All right, she's calling out the insidious DEI machine, that corporate globalist sleight of hand that's turning our screens into propaganda. Basically, every advert, every show, every bus stop poster screams multicultural utopia, as if Britain's just a blank canvas for their borderless fantasies, erasing us, erasing you. The native faces, the stories, the culture that built this island from the ground up, from the beginning, gone, airbrushed out like with some inconvenient truth. Like I said, 80-odd% of this country are white Brits. So why on earth does every family in every advert look like it was curated by a UN focus group? Again, it's not representation at all. It's like engineered erasure, a a deliberate, cynical sidelining of the silent majority, and we are silent for now, who've poured their sweat and spirit into this nation for centuries. And what happens when someone like Sarah Pochin points that out? Well, they scream racism, don't they? And they sharpen their claws. It's all right for Islamists to demand halal everything and Sharia courts everywhere, or scream offence to shut down debate against them. And that's fine, but a woman, a patriot who has the guts to say, hang on, why isn't our culture on the airwaves anymore? And I think it's a damn shame that Reform have made her apologise after she doubled down. Again, I think Zia Youssef is behind that one. And Sarah Pochin isn't alone, you know, she's not some lone voice, she's a voice of millions who are sick to death of this anti-white rhetoric which is dressed up as progress. And what she said wasn't bigotry, by the way, it's British backbone, you know, it's an apologetic truth that's been smothered under a decade of woke drivel. And speaking of drivel, nobody ever said a word, did they, when Scottish Minister Hamza Youssef complained in the Scottish Parliament that everything in Scotland was too white. Remember that? I won't forget that, but the woke left. They've got nothing to say about it, have they? I wonder why. Anyway, there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.